Kelley and I really didn't work that closely together until this year, but last year our principal wanted us to go to this co-teaching cohort.
I was asked to go, and then my principal was like, well, pick who you want to go with. And so I picked Miss Gore, and there we would just our brains were like, how do we make this happen?
So we came here, we talked to our principal, Miss Sparrow, and she was on board with it. And our schedules allowed us to do it.
I had to start looking at the SSS caseloads and look at the students that are coming up to second grade and see if it would even fit, and luckily it did.
I feel like we both thought it would be a good idea for us to have a good mix in my class because both of us would be able to meet the needs, we feel like, working together. So we just thought it was a good time. The caseload of students was a good group that would work well with the co-teaching experience.
A lot of times with students who are higher behavioral needs, it is easy to put all that workload on the special ed teacher, and she did not do that. And so I was very impressed by her teaching and impressed by her willingness to work with students with special needs.
So Kelley and I do the rotation station model. Kelley will work on decoding and phonics skills. She'll have different sounds that she works on, and with each different group, the sounds are different. Some are more complex, some are not. At my station, we're working on the reading skills.
And our students with IEPs are all embedded within all the groups. It's not just one group with IEPs and all the other groups are general ed students. They're all mixed and mingled together.
My role is I'll do the whole group lesson and get the students ready for the day, and then explain what they'll be doing when they're not with us in rotation. And then once we break off into rotations, my role is over here, the comprehension rotation.
To give support to the teacher and to my students, but also all the students. Going in, we kind of had it set up where I was working with just my students on my caseload who needed me academically, and after a few weeks we were like, wait, we're not maximizing this. So we decided to kind of switch up the rotations and make it more fluid with all the kids in the room working with me and Mrs. Gore.
I think most of the teaching gets done in a rotation, in station teaching. So I think it's extremely valuable to have two stations going at one time because we're able to really hit very specific skills in reading. And we're not just having to skip out on phonics so we can focus on comprehension. We're able to spend a full amount of time on every little piece that goes into reading.
Small groups definitely are important, and that's kind of why we were happy that this station rotation model would work for us, because being able to work with 5, 6 kids at a time on the specific skills that they need can do wonders for their academics.
There are a lot of benefits to co-teaching. The first one is just the support between me and Kelley. I feel like there's a lot that every teacher has to go through during any given day. And so having somebody who knows our class, but who knows the students in here and who I can bounce ideas off of, that's extremely valuable.
Co-teaching definitely is the best part of my day. Because you get to see students interacting with other students, learning with other students. A lot of times as a special ed teacher, you can get trapped in your room with just pull-out after pull-out, and being able to come into the classroom and observe your student who might have the social emotional needs with their peers, learning and working with others is pretty cool to see.